they are a Customer Choice Award winner, in this case, for Best Breakfast Food. So congratulations on that, Mark O'Leary. How are you? Good to see you.
Good. Nice to see you.
This is really, I think, exciting for a lot of people because some people remember growing up recipes from Eastern Europe that were handed down from their mothers and some grandmothers, but they all had different names. And then there was a point in time where some people just came into QVC and said, I've never heard of this at all, but I just want to try it because they're so beautiful. What is Povitica bread?
Well, the word Povitica means rolled or swirled bread. I'm third generation baker. My family's been making this ever since I can remember. But basically, it's a great creation. It's something that's very traditional for most Eastern European communities, whether you know it as potica, gobana, nut roll for us Americans. So, but we've brought 4 great flavors with us. And so we'll start a little bit with the kids' favorite. Now, this is our apple cinnamon.
And just to let you know, within those 4 flavors, we have apple cinnamon, blueberry, which is only here. We have the walnut, and then we have the strawberry. So all 4 flavors, but this is the apple cinnamon.
Yeah, and you'll notice if you look at the very top, you'll see this top layer.
Yeah.
That is what we call the appetizer.
You can peel that off first.
Yeah, that's the appetizer. You peel that off. And you know, the Povitica flavor that we have here is the apple cinnamon, and you can see the Washington State apples.
Yeah.
You can see the cinnamon specks that are in there.
And
this
just
sweet creamery
this
butter.
has to be done by hand. All of these little lines and striations on every one that we're going to see has to be rolled by hand. It's an incredible process.
You know, we make about 80 loaves at a time.
Okay.
So it's all made by hand. Every loaf is completely different. The little white lines that you see, it's like a sweet dough. So it's just a cinnamon roll type sweet dough. It is about 3 to 4 ounces. The dough, and then we use the rest of it for the 1 pound loaf is all the filling. So it's just there to hold all the ooey gooey filling in. Look at that.
And then when you open it up, I just want to show you on the inside, that's one of those white lines that we're talking about right there. So we can see the line, and then when you open it up, you can see that there's one of the lines of the pastry that's all just sort of folded in there. And so how is this traditionally eaten? Would this be with tea? Like
typically you'd eat it as a breakfast food, you'd eat it as a dessert. So we throw it all over the place. We've got a little French toast we're going to do in a little bit, but absolutely, you know,
that sounds great. Nice
slice with a little bit of butter on top. You can heat it up. Perfect stuff.
It's got a slightly firmer texture than a lot of the things that are out there, and I like that because it makes it a little hearty. It makes it more dense, especially if you're going to eat it as a breakfast food, and that's what it won for. Customer Choice Award winner for Best Breakfast, and there's a whisper of sweetness in there too, especially as we get to our second choice.
Absolutely. This is our strawberry cream cheese. So we take fresh strawberries and we whip them together with cream cheese.
Yum.
And then we bake it into each 1 pound loaf of Povitica. So if we open that up, it's almost, you can see the filling that's in there, and it smells just so great.
The aroma's great.
Almost like summer. It smells like summer.
There's a little whisper of like fresh, fresh fruit sweetness in there. And look at that. And this one, first of all, if you have any kind of a party coming up, like a daughter's birthday.
Absolutely.
With the pink and the white, princessy theme. If you've got any kind of baby showers, bridal showers, things like that coming up, these would be beautiful sliced up on a table. And we're going to show you what that looks like. It's actually quite magical to see all of them sliced up and how individual they are on the inside. Well, but what's our third flavor?
Our third flavor, this is the piece de resistance. This is the nut bread, the English walnut Povitica.
The classic.
So we take crushed English walnuts. We actually buy our walnuts whole and we crush them. The guy that we buy our nuts from thinks we're crazy. Thinks we're nuts.
Oh, that's funny.
So we take our English walnuts, we grind them up, we add a little butter to them, we add honey to them, and then we hand spread each one of the loaves, and then we fold it up, bake it off, ship it off to you fresh.
Wonderful. And there's something so delicious about that flavor because there's just a whisper of sweetness in this one, just enough. But unlike lots of desserts out there that can be really sweet, these are only a little sweet. They're like just enough. They're perfect.
Which makes it good for dessert and breakfast.
Yes, it does. And then our,
are you ready for this one?
Is crazy good. This one we can't even go to your website and find. It is only here.
This is our blueberry cream cheese. Think blueberry muffin and cheesecake all together. And so what we do is we take wild blueberries, we fold them into our cream cheese, and then we hand fold each loaf up. So when you break into these, you can see the bursting blueberries. And you see how they've burst?
Beautiful.
Get them whole, nice and juicy.
Because
and then
it's
in the
the
oven,
real deal.
They explode, and it takes that juice and throws it all inside.
It does. I mean, look at that. You can see, I just pulled this one apart right here too. I love the fact that they actually do just like explode into the bread in the oven, because you can see all the color of how it's infused throughout every single piece. Now, these will come to you. They are a pound each. So I wanted to show you this for just a second. They are a pound each. So 4 of them will be in this box. So 4 pounds of this Povitica bread. If you went to the Strawberry Hill website, the price for all 4 of these flavors, by the way, the blueberry you can't even find there, you can only find it here, but the price for 4 is more than what we have them here on the air for, and you have to pay shipping from their website as well, and here shipping is already included in that $45 price. So clearly, if you want to try the brand and see what they're all about, this is a wonderful way to do it. And you know, we haven't really talked about it, I guess I haven't really talked about it as much in some of the food shows, but this is like everything else we have on the air. There is a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So if you've never tried anything like this before, there's no worries, there's no guilt, there's no anything, because you know that if it doesn't absolutely, anything that we have doesn't overwhelm you with delight, you can just call customer service.
That's right.
And then we'll take care of that for you. But here I wanted to show you on the, oh wait, what are you doing? What are you doing over there?
I did a little syrup on our French toast. You know, let's make...
So how do we do that? We slice it up.
Slice it up. You add it to a little French toast mix, a little egg.
Okay.
And put it in a nice hot pan.
Okay.
The key to that is, since it has so many layers, when you pull it out of the pan, you pull it out with a spatula.
Love it. Oh my gosh, that'll be so delicious if you tried that as a French toast. But this is how they come to you, all tucked inside the box, and each one of the loaves is a pound each. English walnut, the blueberry that's only made for us, the apple cinnamon, and then that strawberry cream cheese. So, you know, we were talking a little bit about how these are crafted. You said you do about 80 of them
about 80
at a time.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a look at some of that process, because this is, a lot of it is done by hand.
Right. So we grind all of our English walnuts into our 80-quart mixing bowls. We mix our English walnut filling, is what we have right here. Once we mix it, we hand knead all of our little dough balls. We get them all nice and flat, and then we spread our filling inside each one of those. Now here's where the magic comes in. We roll it up, we fold it in S shape, and then we put it in a pan and we bake it off fresh, and then we ship them right to you. So they're not frozen, they're shipped fresh.
Wow.
You can leave them on your countertop for 10, 12 days. You can put them in the refrigerator a little longer, and you can freeze them for up to 6 months.
That's a wonderful thing to have a delicacy. There's only a couple of foods that we have here at QVC that I call heritage on a plate, because this type of recipe has been passed down for generations, and even generationally speaking, not all of our grandmothers or great-grandmothers knew how to make it.
That's right.
It's a very time-consuming, very laborious process, and so this is something that you can experience that is so delicious and so different. And it is a Customer Choice Award winner for Best Breakfast Food, and we haven't had it on this assortment for the majority of the holiday season. This sold out the last time it was on the air back in October. So this is your chance to bring this home. Try it out now in the month of January, as we're kind of settling down after the holidays. We're getting back to ourselves and our immediate families instead of everybody and everything else. So for $45 to get all 4 of these home with your shipping included, which is a much better price than doing it elsewhere from the Strawberry Hill website, because shipping is even extra there. This is really special. It's on 41951. Happy New Year to you, Mark.
Well, thank
Good
you.
to
Happy
see
New
you.
Year to you, yes.
Oh, and I need to let you know, the Kansas City sirloin steaks and potatoes have now officially sold out. So thank you so very much for your calls. All right, well, I've done the eating, but